much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 35. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact, could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping, got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you cop this for me?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 35. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
2-by-2. Move. 5-0. Regular.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Move. 368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Over here. Yes. Here we go. We're good. Hey. C.D.L. 368. Side.
And Dalton to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he finds McDonald. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the scripts, it got his man complete, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing. Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out come the Steelers. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rudolph on 1st down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Buying time to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
There you go, 368. Lady. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. T.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at that. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368!
Now Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action. It's Rudolph. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey. 4 down. Heavy.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Dalton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Rudolph. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he He's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rudolph looking to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On first down, it's Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is incomplete here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So now Dalton. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
2 by 2. Move. 2 by 2. Move. Move.
Dalton wants to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get in the field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cincinnati, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class.